Garry Paskwietz and Darrell Rideaux here on the USC campus, getting ready for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to come to town. Darrell, the Trojans dispatched last week of one rival, UCLA, another one who is struggling to finish off their season. The same with Notre Dame coming to town with a 4-7 record. When you look at the Irish right now coming in and you see what SC did to UCLA last week, what do you think is USC's mindset coming for Notre Dame?
You know, it's interesting, and if I'm USC, and I would remain dialed in just as I prepared every week, just as they prepared for UCLA, expect to get Notre Dame's best. They're under a lot of turmoil right now. There's a lot of attention for all the negative reasons, but don't overlook this team. And if USC reads press clippings, they may look at the record and be surprised at the talent that actually surfaces. Very similar to how USC started off a little slow. This Notre Dame team hasn't quite found their way, but they wouldn't want anything more than to come into the Coliseum and to knock off a very hot USC team. So expect the best from the Trojans this week in preparation.
And speaking of finding their way, boy, SC has certainly done that in the last 7 weeks, to the point, Darrell, that you listen to the national college football media right now, and the Trojans are a very relevant name again. We'll see what happens this week, and there's a lot left to be finished off on the year. No matter what happens, it just feels really good right now to people be recognizing, boy, the Trojans are playing some good ball right now.
And what's interesting is there's not a lot of words being said. There's not a lot of phrases or coined words like it's us against the world. These Trojans are calibrated. They're just playing sound football, and what they're seeing is the results of all of their labor and preparation. And because of that, I believe that this program is at a point where their success is sustainable. And slowly but surely, they're starting to creep up and gain national attention. But I don't think that matters to this Trojan team right now. There's a lot of unfinished business, and they wouldn't want anything more than to let these seniors leave the Coliseum in their senior year undefeated. And there's never been a more gratifying feeling than to play your rivals, the Fighting Irish, beat them in the Coliseum your senior year, and just go back and reflect on those great moments that you shared with the team that ultimately will look back at a special season.
Well, speaking of special season, you know this feeling all too well, Darrell. 2002 was so similar to what's going on, the way you built up steam. And so you talk about, go back to the last Notre Dame game that you guys played. Was there a chance you were going to overlook them? Was there a chance you were going to look past them in your final game? No way that was going to happen with you guys.
And what was interesting is you go back to that 2002 team, we love practicing, we love playing together so much that we celebrated and we really just honored one another by how we performed week in and week out. But it was that Notre Dame game that catapulted Carson Palmer into the Heisman Trophy talk and ultimately helped him win it. For us, though, we just appreciated how we felt playing in the Coliseum in our last game as seniors and leaving there feeling special about how we finished our season on top.
And that's one of the trends that you see with this team as well. That hype element isn't there. It's very much a playing for each other. And so that's just another similarity between that 2002 team. And you also, in that year, 2002, you ended your career at the Coliseum by playing the Irish. I know the memories are flowing hard whenever this game comes around.
I mean, it's sweet. And to a man, if you go to each and every senior, they're just hoping for the opportunity to have their moment that they can go back to, reflect upon, and really celebrate another victory. This team is calibrated. They're hot. They're playing really good football, and I expect nothing other than their best football, which we should see on Saturday against the Fighting Irish.
That's our report here from the USC campus. For Darrell Rideaux, this is Garry Paskwietz. You're watching We Are SC.